You're watching Pulse for the 7th of February, and it's time for some World of Warcraft news. In this week's episode, we're going to take a look at the start of the Love is in the Air World event, some patch 4.3 hotfixes, the mention of an upcoming Mists of Pandaria press event, and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, as I just mentioned, love and adoration are in the air yet again in the major cities of Azeroth. If you weren't aware, this event starts, or actually started, on February the 5th. And it carries on all the way till February the 20th. The most interesting part, to many at least, of the 2012 Love is in the Air World event is that this year it brings us a new mount, the Swift Lovebird. You can see more details about this mount and how to get it for yourself below. And I gotta say that the post on the official World of Warcraft site actually covers pretty much everything. They've got all the activities there, all the item rewards, and all the achievements that you can pick up. They've also got Nero barking in the background. Or is that just my video? I think it's just mine. Don't bother checking on the site for that. So if you were planning on doing any of these quests, perhaps getting that big love rocket, or doing any of the other niceties that come with this world event, then you could check over at either Wowhead or MMO Champion, because they both have some pretty decent guides up. And yes, you can also read all about that Swift Lovebird mount and where to get it. Along with this, there's another post over on the official community site about the Love is in the Air customer support policy. Now, if you were planning on contacting customer support about anything concerning the Love is in the Air event, you should probably read this before doing so. Now we're going to move on to our next piece of news, which is in fact the latest set of patch 4.3 hotfixes. On February the 2nd, we were treated to a variety of different hotfixes, but the most important to many is that silly book that you can hand in at the Darkmoon Fair, a treatise on strategy, will now drop from heroic bosses, making it much easier and less of a pain to get, especially with Darkmoon Fair right around the corner. There was also a change, or rather fix, to Mass Dispel. It should once again dispel up to 10 friendly or enemy targets. In the Dragon Soul raid, Lord of Frasastraz, that name is quite a mouthful, no longer offers the option to disable the Power of the Aspects buff in the Raid Finder mode. On the Spine of Deathwing, corrupted blood should no longer maintain threat after reconstituting themselves from residue. Then, as I mentioned in the Darkmoon Fair, Soothsayer runes and a treatise on strategy should now drop from all appropriate heroic and raid bosses. Then there were also a couple of quest, creature and item changes that you can check out in the description below this video for yourself. Now we're going to move on to what I would say is probably the biggest piece of news in this episode, and yes, I saved it for last. A break in the mists. Alert the press! As a lot of you guys and girls probably already know, since the announcement of World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria at BlizzCon 2011, Blizzard have in fact been hard at work on all the new game features, environments, dungeons, and other content that awaits adventurers. I do consider myself an adventurer, so I'll most definitely enjoy everything they're working on. But that aside, Blizzard tell us that they have started inviting press worldwide to get an updated sneak peek and some hands-on time with the latest version of World of Warcraft's 4th expansion. This is all set to happen at an event taking place from March the 13th till the 15th. I actually can't wait, and I think it's going to be super exciting. While I haven't been personally invited and I won't be looking at the stuff firsthand, I will most definitely pick it up as soon as it hits the internet and present it to the lot of you. So be sure to check back here sometime after that if you're interested in more Mists of Pandaria updates. The chances are there'll be an NDA or some sort of embargo on the information for at least a week or so after the event, but hey, I can definitely wait that long. And one interesting point that the guys from MMO Champion bring up is that the Cataclysm Friends and Family Alpha actually started up in the first week of May, and the actual Cataclysm press tour happened only a month later. So yes, that makes you wonder if something is happening right now, or is going to start happening soon. Anyway, you guys and girls can read all about this announcement in the description below this video, and be sure to let me know if you're excited for this. And if so, what new feature, what new area, what new content are you looking forward to the most? I hate to admit it, but I'm actually very excited for the pet battle system. What can I say? I'm a Pokemon fan. As I said, read more about that below, and with that done, let's move on to the World of Warcraft Smalls. First up in the Smalls, read about the World of Warcraft 7th European anniversary and the half-price sale that's going on the EU site. Then check out a couple of Blizzard and fan art gallery updates, see the latest Corehound Pup screenshot contest winners. Prepare for war, the ultimate wave of World of Warcraft collection action figurines are here. Yes, you can read more about that below. Then the guys over at WoW Juju have an interesting site up about Mists of Pandaria end bosses. Who are they? Read more about the NAO Invitational over at MMO Champion. Check out an adorable hand-sewn plush Murloc by Katie. This was featured over at WoW Insider. Then check an interesting video out that's actually a little bit older, but it's a parody of what a fan thinks the Mists of Pandaria pet battle system will be like. And lastly, another slightly older video, WoW meets dubstep. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Sadly, that's all I have for you in the news this week. There are actually a bunch of blue posts to have a look at below as well, concerning things like the 64-bit client, a lot of Mists of Pandaria talk, things like Blizzard's change in attitude approaching it, Pandaren mounts, raid design, and then Darkmoon Faire achievement progress updates. Yes, there have been some problems with the Darkmoon Faire achievements, but it seems like they have been sorted out. Anyway, you can check those blue posts out. They have in fact been linked in the description below this video, along with everything else that I spoke about. So check back here soon for more news. Like the video, favorite it, and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly though, happy Mists of Pandaria press event.